Das ist geil.
Warte, ich schiebe mal hoch. Nicht, dass er in die Wartezimmer sollte. Egal.
In die Wartezimmer.
In die Wartezimmer.
Nix gut, in die Wartezimmer hier.
Mein Spiel ist schon wieder abgestürzt, wollte ich mal kurz sagen.
Ah, nein, echt. Du und dieses Scheiß-Game, ne?
Ja, was soll ich machen, Mann?
Lieben ein.
Sagen, Platz 20 ist schon mal fix.
Ey. Ist so auch schon, aber ich will es wenigstens probieren.
Also ein McLaren-Cockpit ist heute frei.
Hey, das ist spannend. Ach so, okay, Entschuldigung.
Shoshi freut sich direkt, Alter.
Okay, danke. Ich warte halt allein. Ist kein Problem. Ich kann da auch nichts dafür.
Ich lege viel Wert hier auf einen guten Umgang mit meinen Teamkollegen. Hallo?
Klar.
Was ist das?
Teamkollegen vielleicht.
Was?
Georgie, ein Teamkollege, was ist das?
Ja, echt so, ne?
Lese.
Martin?
Ja.
Lass einfach Stitch und Heinrich da tauschen.
Wir tauschen. Nee, ja. Dass wir zusammen sind, so.
Genau.
Der ist ja genauso lost wie ich.
Ja.
Ja, aber aus Genau.
Wie lange hat das jetzt gedauert, dass du das bemerkt hast, dass ich genauso lost bin?
Too long.
Solange du aus Genau, aus Italien, Genua und ich Venezuela machst, ist alles in Ordnung. Junge!
Was habe ich
Nein,
gemacht?
das wollte ich nicht. Ich wollte
Nein,
da rein.
du, Mori hat eine Stadt aus Italien, wenn Georges gespielt hat, eine Stadt aus Italien, aber Venezuela genannt.
Ja gut, ich habe Italien mit Peru verwechselt, also von dem her, so schlimm kann es nicht sein.
Ja gut, das gab's ja auch noch.
Ey, der Kasanski ist ja auch da.
Ich hoffe, ich schlafe auf der langen Rad nicht ein, ey.
Doch.
Ist das scheiße?
Hallo?
Ja, das wäre ziemlich schlecht.
Hallo?
Hallo.
Ja, ich bin da, ja.
Hallo?
Oh, der hört sich
bin
auch noch ganz
genauso
schön
müde wie ich.
verknödelt an.
Oh, ich bin vor 2 Minuten aufgestanden.
Na, das ist nichts
Sehr gut.
Neues. All
Guter
klar,
Call.
wir haben wieder ein Torpedo auf der Strecke.
Ich mache das schon heute.
Ziel für heute entweder ganz weit vor Nico sein oder ganz weit
Kurve
dahinter.
1, lang raus und dann wieder ins Bett gehen.
Alles klar, dann rechtsklick. Kann ich hier einen Spitznamen hinzufügen? Nur eine Notiz. Achso, vielleicht müssten wir erstmal befreundet sein, damit ich den Spitznamen geben kann, oder?
Willst du mit dem befreundet sein?
Ja,
Sind
weiß
schon
ich noch
Einladungen
nicht.
geflogen oder
Ja.
hast du
An
mir
die,
auch
die
eine
ich
geschickt?
mag.
Okay, da habe ich keine.
Oh ja, Alter.
Oh, ich habe doch eine Einladung. Oh, schön.
Krass.
So. Wie heißt denn der Kanal jetzt
Probieren,
nochmal?
stürzt jetzt nochmal ab. Dann,
Was hast du gesagt, Henry?
wenn das Spiel jetzt wieder abstürzt,
Dann?
dann ist es heute mindestens zum 10. Mal schon abgestürzt.
Das wäre ja
Ich
nichts
will noch kein
Neues.
Team aus.
Ich habe eine Einladung bekommen.
Nö.
Glaub ich.
Teamkollege!
Ja.
Ja,
Ja, das könnte man noch machen. Das ist keine schlechte Idee. Zack.
Hallo?
Der Paul ist da.
Hallo, hallo? Ist
Hol
da
so langsam
jemand?
ein.
Abend.
Hallo.
Hola.
Hallo.
Verbindung mit den Online-Diensten.
Geht nicht. Computer sagt nein.
Die haben mir geschrieben. Nö.
Ey, weh, ich flieg jetzt raus, ne? Da raste ich komplett raus.
Und?
Tu es mir nicht an.
Das sieht
Und?
scheiße aus. Hat die ja schon eingeladen, Henry noch nicht.
Geht oder geht nicht?
Geht nicht.
Geht nicht,
Das ist
geht
alles
nicht.
nicht mehr.
Trinker.
Mann, ey. Was habe ich diesem Spiel angetan, wirklich? Warum kann ich nie reinladen? Ich verstehe das nicht. Letztes Mal
Mal
hat's
das Rätselslösung. Nix
Letztes Mal
eigentlich,
weiß-
ne?
Naja, letztes Mal hat es einfach funktioniert, weil
Also
ich glaube,
mal
der erste
probieren,
dann auch
dann
hier war.
Und jetzt lädt Henry vorsichtshalber schon mal wieder ein. Ne? Okay, geht nicht. Ja,
Ich
wusste das cool.
Ey, wirklich, nee, ich habe einfach. Ich verzweifle halt. Ich weiß nicht, was ich sonst noch machen soll.
Aber vorne in der Trainingslobby hat es ja wieder funktioniert, dass du da
Ja,
reinkommst.
eben! Ich weiß doch auch nicht, woran es liegt.
Robi?
Ja, Mori liegt's nicht, weil letzte Woche hat es ja auch funktioniert.
Hast du letzte Woche da?
Bahrain oder was. Ich weiß gar nicht, wann Bahrain war, ob das letzte Woche war, hab ich schon wieder vergessen. Ah ne, so der Rahmen war hier gar nicht da. Bahrain hat es ja funktioniert gehabt. Bei dem
Perfekt.
letzten Season-Testing-Rennen.
Ja,
weiß nicht,
aber
wie
dann
ich
liegt
das
einfach
hier anders
daran.
machen soll. Also,
Da bin ich einmal nicht da und dann kannst du so.
ja.
Nico, weißt du was von Peter?
Nee, wieso?
Keine Ahnung. Dann ist er um die Uhrzeit da.
Warte, ich guck mir einfach mal seine Umsätze an.
Warte, ich guck mal bei Live 360.
Ja, sonst schreibt er aber, wenn er irgendwie nicht kann oder so. Oder nicht
Ja,
weiß,
das
ob
mal
pünktlich
Minuten.
kommt.
Warte, ich guck mal in seine Live-Daten.
Ah, warte mal, er ist online. Hat's gelesen.
Oh.
Oh, das gibt Abmahnung.
Oh,
Oder hat er ordentlich zu tun gehabt?
oh. Ich,
Da kommt er doch.
Okay. Peter?
Hallo?
Lebst du
Ich wollte keinen Stress machen. Ich hatte nur Panik, dass ich hier allein nachher sitze.
Nein, nein.
Peter,
gut.
lebst du noch?
Ja, ich habe schon Feierabend gemacht um 3.
Habt ihr irgendwann heute auch keinen Umsatz gemacht eigentlich?
Nö.
Huch,
Wir machen einfach weiter. Ganzen
Oh ja.
Tag.
25 Mille kann man mal machen, ne?
Ah, da geht noch was.
So, wer fehlt noch?
Ich
Henry
habe
fehlt noch.
Ach, stimmt, Henry. Ja, klar, wer sonst?
Ach so,
Ja.
Peter,
Das
In der Schule hatte ich gerade
wir müssen
gedisst.
kurz was absprechen.
Aber das rendert
Was?
dein Hirn nicht.
Ne, wenn du mit Tanja telefonieren solltest, ich bin offiziell heute nicht hier, ne?
Okay, ich habe dich nicht gesehen.
Weil ich bin eigentlich das Wochenende auf Malle, aber ich bin nicht gefahren, weil meine Oma gestorben ist. Ich habe
Oh,
auch
mein
keinen Bock,
Beileid.
das
Mein Beileid.
Ja,
Und Werner.
danke.
Werner fehlt auch noch.
Ich habe auch keinen Bock, heute über das Wochenende zu arbeiten, deswegen habe ich einfach nichts gesagt und bin einfach nicht anwesend.
Ja,
Wo ist
wenn sie
Werner
mich
denn?
fragt, ich habe dich nicht gesehen. Ist ja noch nicht
Gut.
mal gelogen.
Ja. Oh, wow.
Du hörst ihn nicht, du riechst ihn nicht, du weißt von nix.
Also Werner ist aber auch nicht online, als dass man den einladen
Ja.
könnte.
Mori, gibt's da irgendeine Einweisung oder können wir abhauen?
Hm.
Tschüss.
Ja, Einweisung ist, denk daran, wir haben ein 100% Rennen. Kurve 1 muss nicht gleich irgendwie 10 Plätze gewonnen werden.
Doch, doch.
Aber man kann.
Weil-
Wieso fährt Fricke mit?
Warum nicht? Ja, Einweisung beendet.
Peace und lange Haare, have fun, Flügel und Radbruch.
Viel
Ja,
Spaß.
Deutschland.
Ich versuche mitzufahren.
Viel Glück.
David.
Wo sind jetzt doch 3 Cockpits frei?
Nein,
drei.
die sind nur in den Talk schon.
Also
Warum
2.
Versuch doch
Also,
reinzukommen.
Werner
aber es
fehlt noch
funktioniert
und
Ja,
Henry.
nicht.
Henry kommt doch noch.
Genau, Henry kommt
Ja,
noch.
Werner fehlt. Werner
Wenn-
und
Werner.
Also-
Ja, Henry und Werner. Fertig.
Es muss
Genau.
halt
Die zählt's ja schon als Fahrer.
Ja. Ach so,
Und dann
okay,
hast
soll
du
ich mich
noch bei
Visa einloggen oder was?
Visa. Schicken wir abgemeldet,
Ja,
also.
Ich muss
Peter,
ja warten,
du hast
wahrscheinlich,
einfach mehr
bis es
Umsatz
drin
gemacht
ist.
als 2 Restaurants, Alter.
Ja, alles Lappen.
Was ist mit dir, Alter?
Aber weißt du,
Ja,
was ich halt auch nicht verstehe?
Japanisch?
Die sind
warum
um 18
denn?
Uhr, hatten wir genau gleich viel Umsatz wie um 13 Uhr. Aber die waren einfach, eigentlich glaube ich 18 Leute oder 19 Leute. Die waren mehr als wir heute Mittag.
Wer denn?
Ich verstehe das nicht, wirklich.
Keine Ahnung, bei uns halt. Und trotzdem haben die
Ja.
richtig reingeschissen, ey.
Ach, du meinst mit den Zeiten?
Ja, also was heißt richtig reingeschnitten?
Ich kann mein
240
Game
Euro
immer
auch
neu
noch
den
okay.
starten.
Umsatz ist schon gut, ne?
Aber
Ja, aber wenn du das halt
Gerne.
vergleichst mit der 13 Uhr, ne?
Mhm.
Kryptik, wo fährst du?
Also
Easy,
Split
Alter.
2 war gestern aber pünktlicher, Jungs, ne?
ja, was soll ich denn machen, hä?
Jetzt
Bei Split 2 fahren aber auch keine 20 mit.
Also
Gell?
Split 2 hätte gestern schon fahren
Also
können.
wir hatten schon um 7 Split 2 Lobby hier voll.
Ja, ich
Ja.
würde auch gerne
Wenn ich
mitfahren.
mir den Frühstücksumsatz schon wieder angucke, krieg ich schwer Kotzreiz, Alter.
Gestern war übel, Alter. 800 Euro Stunde, Frühstück.
Mann, warum kann
Heute
ich
auch.
denn nichts drücken, Mann?
Echt?
Warum flieg ich
Obwohl,
denn
nee,
jedes
10
Mal
10
auf?
bis 11 Uhr.
Cryptic, du kannst Weak nehmen, der bleibt auf jeden Fall leer.
Okay.
Kann jemand Hände anders versuchen, Hände einzuladen, weil meine
Nein,
Einladung
es-
funktioniert.
Ja, ich hab's
nicht.
auch schon gemacht.
Die hat mir auch schon eingeladen. Ich muss wahrscheinlich wieder warten, bis die Lobby gestartet ist und dann reinjoinen. Dann
Ja, okay.
funktioniert's ja nicht. So als ein
Ja
Inline-
gut, Platz ist ja so oder so, ist ja.
Ja, wenn der frei bleibt, dann passt ja nicht alles. Ja, ist okay.
Also, Trainingslobby war heute ganz gut, bis Shoshi 2 Sekunden schneller gefahren ist als ich. Da habe ich einmal ausgemacht.
Hab ich was verpasst? Shoshi ist doch gar nicht
Ah,
mitgefahren.
deswegen warst du weg.
Ja, weil habe ich gesagt, nee.
Ist
Gut,
Shoshi
dann
mitgefahren?
für Ordnung.
Oh.
Husch, husch.
Darauf,
Ab in eure Körbchen.
darauf gilt es nicht zu achten. Man muss einfach sein Rennen fahren und hoffen.
Viel Spaß, ja.
Wirklich.
Kann
Jo,
mich
viel
jemand...
Glück.
Weniger Erfolg.
Dankeschön.
Ja.
Werde ich
Na,
haben.
bist du ein
Hier noch weniger.
Mori, du bist echt nett, weißt du das?
Immer runterschaust, oder? Ja.
Ja, gehen wir runter.
So,
Kann
ich
jemand
versuch's
mich
schnell.
Olli nach Aston Martin schieben?
Und Master bitte nach Alpine.
Nach oder zu?
Wieder ab nächster Saison machen wir
auch.
keinen Move mehr.
Lieber nach.
Zieh uns schon mal zu Ferrari, ne? Alles klar, bis später.
Luczek!
Oh, mate.
Dobre wieczór! Hey.
Dobre, dobre.
You forgot to send me your wonderful picture.
Yeah, I know. Maybe next week.
Okay, I'll wait, I'll wait. So I hope you practice a lot to drive a lot today.
Yeah, I practice. I practice few setups.
Yeah. I'm a little bit pissed off because of the CGL. Because someone else already asked 2 days ago, or 2 days earlier than me, for a new setup. And said, oh, maybe you already read it, but he said, I'm
No.
too slow on the straights in China. And then I said, and then he asked when he has to ready up the setup, the new one. And he said, yeah, next week is okay. And then I also sent it in that I need it for today already. Yeah, he didn't read it. So no new setup for me today, but
I forgot. Do we have park?
of course.
What's it called?
Park for me?
Yes, park for me.
Of
Yeah.
course. Do you have leaks where Park for me is not on?
Yeah, on Friday.
Crazy. I don't know. Okay, weird.
Well, yeah, you use the qualification setup, and on the race you use the racing setup. It's quite much easier.
But on Wednesday we already talked about it. Yeah, I remember. But today we have double or twice as much time to talk together. How is this feeling? Describe it.
What feeling?
No, but today we have twice as much time as normally to talk together.
It's alright, it's alright.
On Friday in SFR, I did a reserve driver for a Mercedes, and right after the race, they offered me a contract for a seat in Split 1, but I
On
said no.
Friday, SFR, yeah?
Yeah, but I said no
You don't have
to
time.
drive. Yeah. One point, and the other point is I don't want to drive in Split 1 because it's too. So I don't have much time on Friday often, and I don't want to drive on Friday every week. And it's more fun to drive in Split 2, where the drivers are a little bit slower. So, and to drive against you, yeah, that's the main point, of course.
Alright.
But
Hello.
one good. Oh, wait a second.
Hello in China, 100%.
But one good point for us is that
my teammate
the other guy
requires
in the
Toka.
Red Bull in Discord, his name is Neymar, but
you take medium or hard double. I think it's double medium.
two mediums. Yeah, 2 mediums, of course. The guy in the Red Bull who drove on Wednesday. So in game his name is Niels, and in Discord his name is Neymar. He will be driving in Split 1. That means he is no longer a Split 2 driver. So one less enemy for us. That's a good point. So Lucic, don't overpush your laps, please. Just survive and then. Oh, no rain. Oh, amazing. So what will be your strategy on the race?
Don't know yet. It's too early to say.
Okay. So on my side, I wanted to do 2 stop, of course. The first stint will be a medium, then hard, and then soft, maybe. Or I do medium, soft, or medium, hard, medium. But I will try to use 1 soft in the race. That's... yeah. So I will keep in fresh soft for the race. Don't forget your setup.
We see what position I'm gonna have after qualification, then I'm gonna find out. But it's like medium soft or medium hard. Depends, safety car.
What are expectations for quali? Top 10 or?
Yeah, top 10, that would be nice.
Then my goal is to be in front of you, or to finish in front of you. Are you out on softs or?
Yeah, soft one. We got short quali.
Every time we got short quali in our racing.
We don't have full quali, yeah?
Never on Sunday. So short quali is normal. But for a guy who drives every day in a different league, it's okay if you switch something.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Right behind me.
That's good.
Now I am yeah, but now I'm a little bit scared. Which time?
33.201.
Now 33.0. But now I'm really a little bit scared. But Cryptic is ahead of us. That's not good.
Cryptic got nice race yesterday, P2 finish.
Yeah, he has a new reel. So
Maybe he got set up from Stitch.
I don't know, but normally he's behind us. So I will try to do a second stint on these tires, and then for the last one I will use a new one, so I will have a fresh for the race.
You want to save the soft one?
Yeah, maybe. So my goal is to do in the race a medium. So I did one practice race, and in this race I did a medium soft. And then I know that in the league racing, not against AI, I have definitely a higher tire wear. So maybe I do medium hard and then a soft. But to have the option for the race, or maybe for a late safety car or something. Just to have one. So if I don't use it, then it's also okay. But
Oh, Werner make a good lap as well.
yeah, that's crazy. Froby is also maybe. Froby is very similar to us. So maybe he splits us or something, or is in front of us.
Oh, you don't need saved soft tires. You're gonna have brand new soft on the race. You wanna 2 sets of softs? New one?
We have 3. Oh, Jeff! Wait a second. Jeff talks to me. Ja, ist gut, danke. So we have 3 softs. Now in the quali I will use 2, and then I have a fresh for the race. That's my goal.
I'm gonna do 3 laps on quali, so I'm going out.
I follow you. Yeah, but for the race I would say it's a different, big difference between 10% on a soft or a new one. So. And often for me the second run is not the fastest. We are P7 and 8, so this means Froby finished ahead of us. But just 6/10 to the pole. So 1/10 can be a
Any
big
car
gap.
behind you is on the fast lap?
I don't know, but so they didn't follow me through the pit stop. Yeah, I think the V-Cup is on fast. Wait, I can tell you. V-Cup shouldn't be fast, but maybe the Red Bulls are fast. They're doing a slipstream on straight or something.
It's right, I'm on the straight line now.
But the V car behind you is not that fast, so maybe he's also doing a lap or he has finished his lap and is going in. Good luck.
Track limit?
No. I just 3/10 slower than, so I don't have to use the tire more.
I was improved nearly 4/10.
And then? Track limit or?
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Are you ahead of me? Oh. P4. Now
Yeah,
I'm
I say I
a lot
improved
of-
4/10.
Oh. Yes, the fastest middle sector. Now I'm really scared. Now I'm really scared. To be behind you is not that easy to take. And come on, look, you're just 3/10 faster than me and already 6 positions ahead of me. So. 1/10 faster and I'm P6. That's crazy.
Alright, we got one more lap.
Oh, you have a new helmet, I see. So you're just 1/10 faster in each sector. This is not that hard to break, but...
On my first lap I have more fuel, more petrol. Now I got...
Well, please don't say
Very
no.
low.
This scares me much more. I will go ordered 240 or something like that. And then I want to see P1 and P2 for us.
I
yeah?
have a record on the sector 2. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
I already said it, yeah. You have to go auto check if you want to do a lap.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Are you the car in front of the Mercedes?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, but it's very difficult to see the difference between Williams and Alpine and Ferrari. So. Oh, no improving. Oh, did you improve your lap time or not?
Yeah, only 80 hundreds. I make too many mistakes.
Oh, 20.
That was like traffic on the beginning, the start.
Well, Cotty did a 131 or 999. That's crazy.
Yeah, I almost beat you. 2800.
Yeah, but it's like with the Norris in real life. Yeah, you have to perform in Q3. It's not that easy. Yeah.
No, there was a problem. I was behind 5 seconds. That P7 fella. And he was slowed down just before the last corner, and I need to slow down. And I do not get into that the last corner to make it good speed. I still alright, P6.
Yeah, but Cryptic is not that good. But look how close it is behind us. So maybe again like
yeah,
last Sunday.
critic, he make it good. You know, it's home race for him.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe that's just a little effect of him. Yeah, but maybe it will be like last Sunday. So the top 3 or top 4 can drive away, and I'm the first guy who can't go the pace.
So
So
look behind us, 5 seconds. Furby, they was very very close as well.
yeah, that's what I mean. Oh wait, they sent something in. Maybe the start time. Yeah, 19:43. That means 5 minutes to go. Now we have to look on our strategy. So no rain. That's so the game says to me medium, soft. What does the game says to you?
Hold on, I'll do setup.
Ready?
Yeah.
So what does the game says to you about the strategy? So to me it says medium, soft, or hard, medium.
I think everyone got the same information.
I hope so, but in the past I already had it that it says completely different. Yeah, but I will definitely start on medium, and then we'll just have a look. So if the tire wear of the medium goes.
How many fuel you take?
I didn't practice for fuel. I will do 3 more laps.
I think in 57.2.
Yeah, I would also go this low because in my one practice race I had also 3 laps more, and in the end I ended up with 2.2, so I just lost 1.8 laps. But on the night today I talked to Lucas from Split 2 and he said he needed around 3. That's so. But like I said already, in the end, that one lap more fuel is on the strategy 1/10 or 1 second or something, and I can also lose the 1 second on my own, so it doesn't care so much. Or maybe I will go down for you to 58.8 or something. 58.7 I will go for you. Yeah, but do what you do. I will go to the toilet. But I can still hear you, so feel free to read and speak. But how was your weekend so far? I hope good and
Hold on.
enjoyable. so now it's time. It should be getting ready.
What do you think? Medium, hard, soft?
Yeah, I will do. My goal is to do medium, hard, soft.
Or do medium, hard, and we see what's happened? Yeah, medium, hard, and then medium
then
or
see
soft.
what's happened. Yeah. So maybe we have a early safety car, then we go earlier on the hard, and then then it's
Après
too
what?
long.
15 laps? 15 laps on medium first spin? 15?
I will do so. The game says 20 to me. So I will. So 20 is also possible. Around 60% you get. So I will do something like that. Maybe 18, 17, 18, something around that. You have to see how you are doing in the race. Maybe you are in a train, then you should go in earlier, and then you go on medium on the end.
You know, hard is quite strong tire for long distance.
Yeah. I tried the hard, and the hard tire is like a stone. So around me, everyone is on mediums. You're just fighting me. Okay, sorry. So maybe my goal is, for the first corner, my goal is to come to the inline, and then going to have the inside for turn 1, then outside for turn 2. But we will see.
Nico, I pick him P18, he's on softs.
Okay, crazy. Yeah, but then he can push in the first laps, and then he will go in as a free track. Yeah, but for real, today it's just the goal to don't sleep, don't fall asleep, and finish alive. We are P3 in the championship, Blue Chick, so...
You know, let's talk on the race, yeah?
Of course. You know me, come on, you know me. Just important information about the race.
Everyone is on medium, only Nico is on softs.
Why is it so fucking slow?
Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now.
Yeah,
Be patient
good luck.
and watch
Survive
those lights.
and stay awake. The race is long. I will go outside.
Oh my god.
Ah, I saw it. No.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Wing damage or?
Yeah, I ran to it. So hard.
Not good, but the race is long. Don't forget.
He does so. He just crossed the corner.
I saw it in the mirrors. The Ferrari came just across. At first the Red Bull and then afterwards the Ferrari. I thought I'll hit the mirrors. I'm sorry for you.
I was thinking he's gonna ghost in, but I don't have chance to avoid the contact.
Yeah, I saw it. No problem. Who is behind you?
Oshi.
Okay. the tires? Good to drive or hard to drive?
Yeah, hard. It's slow.
Okay. Yeah, I'm also too slow for the first 3, but
fast a little bit than Oshi.
you are?
Yes.
Mate. You are gaining a lot of time to the Ferrari, isn't it?
Yeah, he was 22 behind me, on the front of me. Now he's 9.
Do you know if he has any damage or something?
Ferrari? I don't know.
Can you tell me on which tires are the two in the pit? Can you check on which tires? Yeah, okay. And the V-Cup in front of you?
Nico again, salt.
Oh, okay. Again. Weird strategy from his side, but okay.
Murray is on hards, new hards. 5 seconds hards, new one.
You looked into the right direction. Ah, that's smart.
Okay, you've currently got 19th place. The Ferrari driver's ahead of you now. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 4.9 seconds. They're on old mediums. Red Bull driver behind you now. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. 16 laps now until your pit window opens. 43 laps to go.
Will maybe come in on lap 17 or something.
Sahara, medium, new one.
Cryptic came also in.
E17.
Get very close for me for all the train. Right behind the Cryptic, amazing. just says 22 seconds to you. That means you have a good pace.
safety car gonna save my race.
Sorry to hear, but that's true.
Conditions look
Which position are
stable
you?
at the moment. No rain currently expected.
P15.
Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
But the tire degradation is like a stone.
Sixties, 55.
Percent.
Yes.
All time.
0.03 fuel less than I supposed to have.
Uh-oh. Also have wing damage. Do you think it is worth it to change it?
How big is?
Just the end plate, but yellow.
Yellow or light green?
Wait. A mix of it. More light green, I would say.
I don't need change.
Okay.
What position you are?
P5 right now. Yeah, but the problem is I drove all the 30 laps with Cryptic and we swapped every time. And every time I was super slow in the hairpin. Yeah, and he drove 6 or 7 times into my back. And once I overtook him on the start finish, and just on the straight he turned into me, and I lost my end plate. Yeah, and then once I was from this on I was super slow. Yeah, and then he drove again into me, and then he also lost his end plate. And now Mori is ahead of us.
Listen, medium tires, last spin. For how long?
Yeah.
24, 23?
Yeah, I did 16.
I'm gonna do one more stop.
For you it's very fucked because of your strategy. Yeah, but 20 should be possible. Something around that.
This is my 29 laps on hards.
How much percentage?
42, 63 left. Three laps on medium should be okay.
For you, yeah. Yeah, you have to try it. You have no other choice.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Mori is also going in.
Any fight on the track?
So I'm in a fight with 4 other people because we are too slow. And Werner and Froby also are already close up to us.
On the beach.
Yeah, but the guys behind me are so much faster. But if I pit and I change my wing, I lose more than 6-7 seconds. And I won't close that up. But right now they are also faster, so I don't know. It's fucked up. Maybe possible for you to look into the race direction and say me if Cryptic has changed his wing?
I have not enough fuel. I don't think so. We're gonna have any safety car.
No, I don't think so also.
Cookies not exist.
But my question again, can you look on the straight into the race section if Cryptic has changed his wing? I'm right in the side.
Oshie waiting for safety car.
Yeah,
He got 34 laps on parts.
Yeah, I pitted and changed my wing. It was so terrible to drive with. Now I lost around 4 positions, but my tires will be very fucked up in the end, but
You got clear R.
yeah, but I lost 5 seconds for my just for the changing of my wing, and I drove around 15 laps with a broken wing. I was P4 and now I'm P10, 11. And there should be somewhere about where the first kick is. They're probably in this. There's
They need to go to pit as well.
No, yeah, but they already pitted. So I should be in the train right ahead of me, and I'm RN. I'm not. That's the problem. They are 5 seconds ahead of me. These are the 5 seconds of my wing damage. Now it's not more a fight, it's just a fight of 2, and that's not enough. Fast lap. That's crazy. Are you the point on straight line? First corner now.
don't understand Nico. We got 18 laps of hards, and I got fresh medium,
And he fights.
and he fight with me.
Yeah, he has no guy around him, so. But I'm closing up to the group ahead of me, because they are fighting a lot. Just 1.5 to the tail of the group. I'm in. Finally, it's such a nice feeling to rest close up to the guy who gave me the damage. race is so boring. I will maybe also get a penalty. Just through the last corner, I drove side by side with Cryptic, and then he. That's why I feel no contact, but he spun and then he had to go into
We need to be patient to end the race. Last 2 laps, we're gonna start fighting.
I'm already fighting the whole race. I'm a group of 4. Yeah, but I think I will get a penalty for that. But then it will be P9, I think.
And I'm gonna be last.
Not possible for you to close up to the Aston Martin?
I don't have petrol.
Ah, okay. I have plus 2 laps.
If Haas, the leader, overtook the last one, then maybe. Yeah, Haas, we need to overtake TDF, Aston Martin, and Kevin in Sauber. Then I'm gonna be 14.
Fight of 4. Jack, it's such an amazing fight here. So close.
Okay, Haas overtake Aston Martin. One more. Sacrifice my few positions to not be lost. On the next lap, yeah.
saving my energy all the lap to push it out on the straight. It's getting closer and closer each time. Oh no, what is he doing? Pushed me off track. Now I have no left ring.
P15. Okay, now P14.
Come on, team! This is just the beginning, guys. I'm so proud of you all.
I slow down and I give you up to position to finish one lap early, so it's not affect my low petrol.
Finished.
Hey, what's happened? P8?
Yeah, he, on hairpin. 2 last second corner. I was I think I was super close to the edge to the left, and I just saw a red. Oh. So there was no space on the left side, but he was on the left. Yeah, and then he pushed, so then he turned into him, so he was on the left, but there was no space on the left. Yeah, I can't tell more. So in my perspective.
Look at Werner, P4. Bastard.
Yeah, I should be far ahead of Werner. Far ahead. Before my wing danger, I was about 10 seconds ahead of Werner.
Look at me. I have 55 practice laps.
Yeah, that's okay. If they show me it was my mistake, okay, but I think it was not just my mistake. Oh, sauberster Fahrer. I was the cleanest driver. I don't think so. Alright, I directly sent Libido and measured.